Please don't go, girl. Woo! Ooh,
Killing
we back at it.
We recording?
I wanted to start the episode off with a little New Kids on the Block.
Oh, all right.
Because I'm feeling like that. It's the new year. God damn it.
Yeah.
You know?
Happy
We
New
out
Year
here.
in this bitch.
Happy New Year, guys.
Everybody's waking up with the crazy
Oh,
hangover
my
right
Lord.
now.
How hungover are y'all right now?
I didn't even start my hangover yet.
Damn, son. Damn. We're actually recording this a night before, but this is going to come out
Right.
New Year's Day, Monday.
Today's Monday.
Oh, my
Kinda.
Lord. Y'all are going to be trashed.
Twisted.
Yo, I seen some people doing they were putting out on Facebook like, yo, don't drink and drive, hit me up and I'll fucking come pick you up and take you somewhere. That's pretty cool.
That's real, yeah.
Shout out my man Mike. He's a listener and I seen him posting that shit. So
I could never do that
pretty
shit.
Dope.
I can't be around people that's drinking when I'm not drinking.
Oh, it's tough.
It's the worst.
It's super tough because you see how like fucking annoying
It's super
drunk
annoying.
people are.
And then for me, it's more out of jealousy and shit. Like,
Yeah, you're like,
and I
oh,
just can't be
damn.
around motherfuckers like.
I know, yeah. That was definitely one of the things when I chilled out on the drinking, like, and I would be places and I would just be like, wow, bro, this person is so drunk.
This person
right
fucking
now.
sucks.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
And they're like mad repetitive, yo, like, I gotta get cigarettes. I gotta get cigarettes. Like,
So they're on
man.
coke and
Like,
drinking.
oh my Lord, yo. But that's what's up, man. New Year's 2018. God damn, bro. Yo, honestly, it feels like just yesterday I remember it was Y2K, 2000.
Wow.
Like literally,
Right.
bro.
Now it's 2018. That's
God
fucking
damn,
crazy.
Yo, my mom always used to say this to me, like, Stanley, I'm telling you, one day you're gonna blink and you're gonna be 35 years old.
Right.
So you better chill out with this fucking rap stuff.
Right.
And honestly, she would say, like, yo, and the older you get, the faster it goes.
Right.
And no bullshit, yo. Like, god damn, time. Where does the time go?
Shit moves, yo, especially when you have a kid, yo. The last 5
Right?
years for me moved fastest 5 years ever in my life.
Really?
Yeah, craziness.
That's crazy, bro. That's just
Don't
so
have one of
crazy.
those.
Yeah, I know. I'm like torn. Like I don't want to change diapers, but like I can't wait to, like we were talking about before, showing them Nightmare on Elm Street or some shit like that. Or even if I get a girl, I don't care. I'm making them do shit that I want them to do.
No,
You
I
know
can
what
see
mean?
you got fired up when we were talking about Elf on the Shelf one week.
Oh yeah. Like yo, that shit must be dope.
Fuck
man.
the kids, yo. It's all about partying and drinking and happy
Party
fucking New Year's.
and
You know what I'm saying?
bullshit
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Party
And bullshit. Let's go,
Yeah,
Stiz.
man. Yo, I wanted to talk to you real quick because you brought up a good point. You were talking about, or not a good point, but you brought up something that made me be like, yo,
Nah,
I
not a
hate
good
when that
point.
happens. No, I know. Just good point wasn't the right term, but a good conversation started. You were talking about going to get your hair cut, and you had just got to the barber. And when you got there,
Right.
it all of a sudden got crazy
That's
busy.
why I was super late. It's not my fault. It's the
It was
homie's
the
fault.
barber.
It's never my fault.
Now, do you go to the same barber? Do you have the same barber?
I've been known to switch up.
Okay.
But I've also moved around
Yeah, that
in the
happens.
last few years. So like, sometimes just geographically and out of necessity I do what I have to do. But yeah.
I've had the same barber for like 15 years now. Something like that, 15, 16 years. And my man D, he started in Chelsea, and I would go there, and it was just like an all Spanish barbershop. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you're kind of the
I know
same
the
thing.
kind,
like,
yep.
yeah, exactly. Like you come from like Lawrence
Yep.
Haverhill.
Yep.
You know how it was. And I swear to God, man, like Spanish people cut the best hair. Dominicans,
right.
Colombians,
I'm
the
with that.
best hair. But I had a similar incident the other day. Shout out my boy D. I love my boy D. Famous Cuts in Cambridge, one of the best barber spots out here. No bullshit. But I hit him up. Now I will preface this by saying I hit him up on I think a Thursday night and was like, yo, can I get an early morning appointment? Because I find now that's the best time to do it. Like, let me get those early morning, like 9 o'clock appointments before I go to work.
For sure.
And he was like, yeah, I got you. So then that next day I slept in. And I totally fucking fucked up, slept through my alarm.
Dick move.
Yeah. So then Saturday comes and I'm home chilling and I hit him up at like 2 o'clock and I'm like, yo, like, what's good? Is it busy? He says, nah, come through right now. I'm like, word, I'm on my way. I get in my car. I start driving to Cambridge from fucking Chelsea. I get there. Like, it's like a 20-minute drive. I literally get on the street that the barbershop is on, and he shoots me a text and says, yo, it just got crazy busy. Give me another hour or two.
Dick move.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm here now.
Right, that's
what do you mean give you an hour or two, bro? I'm here. And so I brought all that up to say this. I think we should enact a new rule, stuck on stuff fucking law, that once you hit a barber up and say, all right, I'm on my way.
Are you in line now?
You're in line. You are in line.
Even if you're not physically there.
Even if you're not physically there.
I'm not mad at that.
You are in line.
Talk to a barber, see how much they hate that shit, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Barbers hate that shit. You ain't here, you ain't in line.
Yeah, and especially when somebody, like, say you're going to be there in 5 minutes, and then this walk-in comes in, and it's like, yo, can I get a haircut? And then the dude, actually, no. Even though no one's here right now, someone is on their way. And they don't know if you're going to be 5 minutes away or 10 minutes or 15 minutes, you know what I mean? Yep. But, I mean, an hour? Right. I could see if you have to let that one dude go that maybe came in the couple minutes, you know what I mean? But yeah, dog, when I call, if you call me and say to come, I'm in line. I'm in line at that point. You know what I mean?
In your mind, you're in line. You ain't in their line.
Apparently, yo. Apparently.
I want to shout out the homie Rob Diesel. I was in.
Oh, did he cut your hair?
That's who cut my hair.
What up, Rob?
When I'm in New Hampshire, I want to shout him out because he's nice with it. He's up there in New Hampshire. If you're in that area, I'll get the info for you. Hit me up. But he's a fan of the show. He be posting this shit. He be liking the shit. So shout out Rob Diesel.
Yeah,
he hooked me up today, and he fucks with the show heavy.
Wow, he does a good job, Rob.
Yeah, I can
see Diesel. You good with the work. Yeah, man. There's nothing like a good barber. And honestly, for me, my barber is like kind of like my therapist too. Like, no bullshit. Like, when I sit down to get a cut, we talk about everything. How these bitches or the job and this and that. You know what I mean?
These
like
bitches, man.
And it's been 15 years, bro. So I know his life story and he knows mine.
Just from being in the chair.
But like you said, there was a time that I moved and I went away for a little bit, and it was harder for me to trek into Cambridge, and so I kind of like I went to someone else in Chelsea, which is his uncle's shop where he started. And I was going there for like maybe like 2 years.
Word.
And I finally ran into my barber, who's like my homie. Like, and I ran into him, and he was just like, "Where you been?" And I almost felt like I was telling my girl like I was cheating on her. Like, it was so weird. And he was like looking at my hair, like,
"That's real shit.
Where you been getting cut, bro? Where you been getting cut?" And I'm like, damn.
He's examining your lineup and shit.
Yeah, man.
Yo, I actually took fucking a bunch of years off from even going to the barbershop. That shit fucked me up so bad.
Why, you were doing it yourself?
Yeah, for like mad years. And then a few years ago, I started going back. But I took them years off because I don't know. Somebody fucked me up. So not fucked me up. But
oh, my Lord.
I started getting the shit, out. Right? I started getting the little McDonald's arch right here in the side. And the dudes, you know what I'm saying, they was pushing me back too much. I didn't want a 5 head. And I was like, this ain't what I'm doing. So I just, I sucked it up and just fucking did my own thing, and I got kind of nice at it. But I'm no fucking barber, believe me.
Yeah, this, excuse me, this one dude, when I was doing that 2-year hiatus.
Jesus Christ, get this kid. Yo, I got the thing for you, homie.
Oh my God, Happy New Year.
It's New Year's,
with
baby.
Fireball?
Let's
cinnamon whiskey?
Let's take a shot, baby.
Sheesh, Snuk.
Just a little one. You don't got to kill the whole shit.
I don't
We'll
really,
make it last for the show.
Yeah, we'll do like
it's New Year's, baby. Joe, what you got over there?
Yeah, shout out our engineer.
Little Jameson.
Our engineer, Jules. Yeah, man. Okay, yeah, we'll just do the air.
That's quality shit, Stiz. Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year.
How's that feel? Better?
Yeah, it does. It made the coffin go away, actually.
There you go, kid.
But yeah, the dude that I was going to for like 2 years, he started fucking up my eyebrows a little bit. Because I don't get my eyebrows done.
Nah, me neither.
But when I'm in the chair, I'll have my homeboy just give them a little shape up. You know what I mean? Like,
right,
just
so you
get
do
rid
get
of the
them
middle.
Done.
Oh, yeah, I guess I do get them. Is that feminine?
My dudes don't go near my shit. Then again, I don't have crazy eyebrows. My eyebrows is pretty much on point.
Look like you got them done.
They're on point.
They look.
But I don't have nobody.
You don't pluck no hairs out of that. You're just
naturally... if I see like something crazy like over on the side, like a random one, yeah, I'll grab it. But that's all it will ever be. It would be like one random one or two. Yeah. If it looks crazy, I'll take care of it. But it's not something I really have to like check out.
This one dude was fucking my shit up.
He gave you the super skinny joints.
Yes, the super skinny joints.
Hate them shits.
That's exactly what he did, bro.
Yeah,
that's so
man.
funny you said that.
Spanish
that's exactly what he. Yes.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
exactly what he did. He was giving me the super skinny joints, and I'm like, bro,
them shits don't work on everybody.
Chill,
You know
yo. Yeah, I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna have an eyebrow left when you're fucking done with me, bro. You need to chill the fuck out, yo.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Barbershop for making me late for.
Shout out to barbershops, man.
Yeah.
Good people. Shout out Diesel. Yo, a crazy story happened
What's
in the
that?
news yesterday. We need to talk about. Do you know what swatting is?
Nah, not really.
Swatting.
Kind of right before the show. Kind of told me what it is. This is what gamers and shit, right?
Yeah, so it is a term that has to do with like gamers and Xbox online and PlayStation Online.
Right.
And it's this thing called swatting. And basically what it is when you're playing a game online, and you know how it is online, you talk crazy shit. Say you want to fuck with someone. I know. I don't really do that.
But
either.
yeah, I feel you go.
But I am online and like these, I swear what sounds like little fucking kids are like, you little motherfucker. They say the wildest shit. And I'm like, bro, you sound like you're 5 years old. How do you even know those words?
Right.
So swatting is when you're playing a video game, whatever, and you get mad at someone and you call up the police of where that person lives. So say I live in Chelsea. You call the Chelsea police and you say, yo.
I seen a YouTube video.
There is this dude at so-and-so address. He has a hostage. He just killed people. Like, you need to get there ASAP. And so they send the troops, bro.
Right, I seen a video.
Fucking troops.
I've seen one of them.
Really?
It's probably not the one you're talking about.
No, this is one, but so you
I just
seen
seen
what?
some
It was
dork,
like literally
some dork, like how the people is looking at us on the fucking Stuck on Stuff video right now on YouTube and Facebook channel. Fucking, if you're looking at us like this from the door fucking behind us, you just see creeping in mad slow.
I think I did see that.
And this dude's like this, like me and Stiz, just some fucking dork on a computer playing the shit. And then fucking they hemmed him up. He's like, like, you know what I'm saying? He had no fucking idea why they were there. He's like, right, that's how they sound to me. Like,
yo, that's crazy. So yeah, exactly, yo.
So what happened with this one? Something
this
crazy?
shit can go horribly fucking wrong.
Oh,
so in Kansas, yesterday or a couple days ago, these two dudes are playing Call of Duty. And they made a bet. The bet was $1.50. That's how much they fucking bet. $1.50.
That sounds like my kind of bet.
Yeah, for real. And so something happens. They start arguing over this $1.50 bet.
Right.
And the dude says, yo, what's your address, bro? I swear to God, I'll swat you. Blah, 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 blah. The other dude gives him...
It's like known in the internet community. Like,
the dude gives him a fake address. Next thing you know... SWAT and fucking Kansas police show up at this person's house, which isn't any of the two people. It's this fucking fake address. So they fucking, the wrong person's address. They fucking surround the house, all this shit. The dude, he was 28 years old, didn't know what was going on, just sees this fucking commotion outside, opens the door to see what's up. The second he opens the door, bah!
Yeah,
dead.
right.
Shot him dead. Shot him dead. Can you?
He didn't have nothing in his hands or nothing.
He was unarmed.
What
he didn't.
The fuck?
Now,
Where was
apparently,
this? I didn't even hear this shit.
It was in Kansas. I'm not exactly sure the specific city or town. But I will say that I did read somewhere that apparently they were yelling for him to fucking put his hands up, and he may have, made some kind of motion. But
you know how sometimes when you're super innocent, you're just like, nah, fuck this. Like, what are they talking about? Put my hands like
yo,
nah, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, of course, of course.
It's a rap. Dude died.
He dead.
Holy shit.
Had a little
not for nothing,
little child, I believe.
Yeah,
had a mom. I'm
not one for wanting people to go to jail. I think jail is usually the wrong shit in most occasions, unless you're like a fucking serial killer or like serial rapist or some shit. But the kids that's making these calls, there's something obviously got to happen to them because they
1000%.
That's kind of crazy.
You killed somebody.
And then the you know what I'm saying, the cops as well. Let's not pretend that they didn't just shoot some unarmed person
exactly.
again.
And you know what it's funny because right before you came here, I was watching this movie about Bin Laden and when we killed Osama Bin Laden and those SEAL Team 6, right? How they stormed that compound. And before they did that, they were doing training exercises in this, facility that kind of looked like the house that they were about to raid, Osama's house.
Right.
And they would run through there in these training exercises. And they had some people, I think like it was like cardboard cutouts of bad guys. And I think and some cardboard cutouts though was like a woman or something like that,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, and you ain't supposed to hit
and
those
he
ones,
accidentally hit the woman, right?
Oh,
and
yeah.
in the scene, the fucking like leading officer is like, yo, if there's a woman, if the person does not have a gun, you do not shoot or its mission failed, right? And this was just after I read about that story. And I'm not going to lie, the thing that I first thought of, I was like, yo, how hard must that be when you're in that tense situation and you're fucking running through a building?
Yep.
How much time do you think you have to decide whether or not that person has a gun, before you live or die? Like, Jesus, that must be hard,
Nah, it's
right?
definitely
Can
not
you
easy.
imagine
I'll
how
give you
hard it
that.
must be to be like, all right, that person either does have a gun and I need to shoot, or he doesn't have a gun and I'm not going to shoot, and if I'm wrong, I could die because that person might have the gun.
I'll give you that. That's hard as shit.
But, yes, I mean, there is something terribly, terribly wrong when in a situation like this happens.
And they got to go into that shit knowing that it's a fucking phone call. Like, they don't even know for sure. Ain't they supposed to, like, figure out what the fuck's going on before they just start shooting? It's like,
I would imagine.
Especially
now,
if
obviously, they didn't know it was a SWAT. They didn't.
I don't give none of them cops
the dude
a
said
pass when the dude has no fucking nothing on him.
The dude called and said, I'm sure they'll be releasing the 911 thing soon, but he said there are hostages in the house and the kid just shot his father in the head, dead.
Wow.
So they were going into this scene
that kid,
thinking
do you know how old is the kid that made the call?
Oh, that made the call? I don't know.
Because that might make a difference if he's a little kid or if he's over than 18.
Let's say he's 15. I've made some pretty fucking foolish mistakes. Now, obviously not that foolish that got somebody killed, but I've made some pretty fucking shitty mistakes.
Seems like right on that line, like shit.
I know.
Because you know he knows better, right? But
yes.
He's also 15 and he's a retard.
Yeah,
so
and I've made some pretty stupid things that looking back, I was like, oh yeah, I guess if I really thought about that, I could see how that might not be good, or I could have got someone into trouble, or I could have hurt someone, or whatever the case is. But I don't know, something just seems a little off where a kid just ends up dead like that.
That's fucked up, man.
I mean, I don't know, like, I just don't know. I don't know how it ends up that way. Like, why didn't the police have like a megaphone or something like, hello, we are here for this. But I don't know. Maybe if it was a real hostage situation, maybe then they freak out and they kill the hostages. So, I mean, I don't even know. There's a lot of fucking, there's a lot of shit that goes into that. But that is, I just thought that was a crazy,
the cop that killed the dude is a
story.
dirtbag. The kid that's doing the swatting, swatting is a dirtbag. And rest in peace.
What about the other kid? The kid that was supposed to have the SWAT done against him but gave the fake address. Anything happened to him or no, right? Just to clear.
I thought it was only one kid that did a bad thing.
No, it is. But what about the other kid that he was in the bet with? Do you think anything happens to that kid?
Why? What did that kid do wrong?
No, he didn't do anything, I guess. No, he didn't.
Unless I don't know if I'm following. Yeah.
But I don't know. I'll be curious to see how this one plays out. And
it's a new year, so hopefully less shooting innocent, not even innocent, but unarmed people. Because before I came here, I seen a stat that was like, yo, fuck, I don't even want to misquote it, but like literally every single day this year, like
mass
cops
murders.
just
Cops specifically
bodied unarmed people.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still voting to live in a world with no guns. I said it first here. Stiz
Stiz is for that.
I'll go with the no guns, bro. Let's go to Britain where they got those little fucking sticks. And they just chase you
Beat
with
the
those
shit out of
things.
each other.
Yeah, copper, come here.
What do you want to get into, Stiz? Let's do it. Let's talk about stuff.
Yo, it's been crazy cold. It's
dumb
been
cold. This
dumb
shit is
fucking cold.
I can't personally ever remember this shit in my history of life. Looking at my fucking app on my shit and just every single day coming up for the next dumb amount of days is like single digit shit.
Chapped and shit. No, I mean, I know we've had it good the past couple winters, right? We've had mild winters.
I've seen it. I remember this shit happening for like 3, 4 days, 5 days. This shit is like gonna be like a 2-week thing when it's all said and done.
It is 8 degrees right now where we're at.
Seen the memes about like fucking Alaska and shit. They were showing Boston and it was like at 1 degree and fucking Alaska was like at 8. We're like body in Alaska and shit.
Yes, we were colder than. And then Chicago was on Twitter today trending because it was, it's very cold there as well. But we were lower in Boston. We were colder than there. And they were calling it Shiberia. Instead of Siberia, they were calling it Chiberia.
I love Boston though. We had to be number one. Like, nah, fuck that. We're number one with this
We're
shit.
the coldest.
We're the coldest in
We're
this
the
motherfucker.
coldest. But that made me think of. I always kind of ask this. I always kind of ask people this question: are you one of those people that would rather be hot or rather be cold? And we're talking extremes.
You're talking extremes.
Because I would be hot. I will take the hot.
Hot outside and I'm inside, or cold outside and I'm inside.
Well, just in general, like,
Man,
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I mean, would you rather today was 110 degrees, or would you rather today was 1 degree?
It is tough, man.
I'm gonna go with the hot because I feel with the hot, I can go jump in a pool. I can go jump in a lake, and
bitches is half naked and shit.
Yes. Oh, I didn't even think that's amazing. And yes, swass sucks. Swass is like one of the worst things ever. When you get in your car, swass. It's like that when you sweat between your balls and your asshole.
Swass. Yeah.
Swass.
Yeah. That swass is.
That's the worst, bro. And then like the back, like you can always jump in the pool. And I feel the cold hurts.
All right, so if it's this kind of cold,
hurts.
I go hot all day. Because this shit right here, if your fingers are out of your fucking whatever,
you could literally, they could chop it off because you could literally hypothermia.
My hand was raw outside today for like 30 seconds. I couldn't feel that shit for minutes. I don't know. I go with the hot, extreme hot.
I'm going with the hot too. Our engineer Jules said cold. It's fucking weirdo.
Straight weirdo. Shout out to Jules for being a weirdo.
Let's hope it gets. You know what I keep thinking though? Like I'm just like, January, February, March. That's it. We just got these 3 months to get through. January, February, March, and then once March hits, once March is over, we're in April, and then we're pretty much on the other end of it.
Because March sucks too.
Oh yeah, March is definitely cold, but like once you get into April, you're pretty much at the home stretch. You're good. Like the Red Sox fucking truck starts coming back in and they start getting ready for spring training.
I'm over this shit, man.
Training.
And I'm super over this shit. Everything's a fucking ice rink. My parking lot's an ice rink. Everything sucks.
Oh, and then I had the craziest shit happen to me actually last night around 10 o'clock at night. All of a sudden, like I swear, like 5 in the afternoon, I was making dinner. I was like, yo, damn, it's kind of chilly in here, right? And I turned up my thermostat just to like try to get the chill out. Now I usually keep my house like around 68 or something like that, right? So I'm like, yo, let me turn up the heat just a little bit and get the chill out of my apartment. So then a few hours go by or whatever. Now it's like 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, I'm fucking freezing, bro.
Right.
I look at my thermostat. It's like 50 degrees in my house. I'm like, yo, something is
You got that
wrong,
shit on blast?
Yeah, I had it up to like, I wanted it to be at like, I had it up to like 75 or some shit like that. I'm like, yo, something is seriously wrong. So I like go around and I check like my fucking, my heating fucking things or whatever.
Right.
They're ice cold. I'm like, yo, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like, then I blast my heat to the very max, whatever. I turned it all the way the farthest it could go.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, let me just check for a half hour and see if anything happens. And nothing happened. I'm like, yo, my heat's out.
Yeah.
I don't have heat right now. Out. So I'm like, yo, it's 10 o'clock at night right now. What do? Do I call a landlord?
Yeah.
Do I try to wait it out till the morning?
At this extreme temperatures, you got to. I don't care what time of night it is. You got to get this shit cracking.
So I called him. And I said, yo, I think my heat's out. And I don't know if other people in the house have it, but I definitely don't. So plumber comes out. Thank God I have like the best landlord ever. Plumber comes out. And he goes down and he just lights the fucking pilot of my boiler.
Right.
And he's like, thank you. Have a nice day. You're good. I'm like, all right, whatever. So it was like working for a second. Then like an hour and a half goes by after this dude done left. And now it's almost midnight. My house is still cold. I'm like, yo, something's got to be wrong. I go downstairs, check the pilot. The pilot's back out. I try lighting it. Doesn't work.
Right.
I'm like, fuck, bro. That's it. Now at this point, I don't know. I just felt like, what am I going to do? Call them again? Yeah. Now it's midnight, yo. You would have called again?
I told you to call him fucking again.
Yeah. So I said, you know what? I had a space heater. Luckily, thank God, I had an extra space heater down in my basement. I went and I grabbed that and I kind of made a tent, in my fucking couch and set up shop and like tried to fall asleep. But I set my alarm for like 7:30 in the morning because I was like, yo, the second I wake up, I'm calling him, getting it back out here. So yeah, that shit was horrible, bro.
So and then what happened? He came and he fixed it, and that was good.
Yeah, I woke up at 7:30. Dude didn't get there till about 1. So from like 7:30, I mean, I was texting you this morning. I'm like, yo, I'm just letting you know, bro. Like my house is ice cold.
Yo,
right now.
I've been through
ice
it, kid.
cold.
I'm ready. Stuck on Stuff Podcast must go on. Cold, rain, shine.
Yeah,
I told you we'll rock gloves. Because, yo,
Yeah.
I've been through some shit with the heating shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, not recently as I'm more on point in life at this point.
I know.
but,
And for once, like,
you know,
yeah, exactly. Because before it would have been because I didn't pay my bill.
yeah,
You
so
know what
my
I mean?
shit was like, yo, living with, I used to, you know, have a bunch of roommates. You know, I lived with my best friend P for mad years. We would have winters where we just straight up decided, yo, you know what? Fuck that shit this year.
Yeah.
Let's save a little bread.
Absolutely.
And yo, we would be in the fucking living room with gloves on, with fucking hitting a cigarette like this, shaking, and you could see your fucking breath while we're watching TV and shit. And that was our choice. Like, yo,
that's so
crazy.
funny. Hood, like
shit.
Hood shit, hood apartments and shit. Like I had one of my first roommates was my boy Joey, my homie Dub, and he was Spanish, and I swear to God, he just has different ways of thinking. I swear to God,
that's the thing. Yeah,
and you know we had to pay utilities, and he put a fucking sign on the bathroom door and said, "If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down." I'm like, Joey, you're not leaving piss in the fucking toilet, bro. He's like, nah, Papa. Every time you flush the toilet, that's costing us like $1. I'm like, Joe, I don't care. Nah, you gotta flush the fucking toilet, bro.
Hood beefs.
Oh, it's so funny, bro.
And then when I was, I want to say 15 or 16, I lived at my friend's house at the time or whatever. I had to live there. We fucking lived in. We lived in the attic. You know what I'm saying? This was not fucking like finished attic. It was not insulated.
Yeah.
So same deal. Like, and they had a bunch of might as well been a fucking boys' home. So many of us living over there, but. We had like 3-4 twin beds up there in the attic, and you had some blankets and fucking same shit. You could see your breath just trying to go to sleep and shit.
I got a crazy funny story. It's kind of personal, but I don't give a fuck. We'll tell it because we keep it funky over here.
Yeah, it must be that fireball.
So yeah, that's what it is. Thank you, fucker.
Rip another one.
So I was, you know, my mom basically when I was like 16 and a half, my mom booted me out the crib because she, you know, long story short, she was drinking for a little while and I was acting a fool, and then she got sober, and when she got sober, she seen that I was just acting a fool out here. She's like, yo, you gotta go.
Beat it.
So kicks me out. It's like the middle of winter, and it was a cold winter like this, bro. So now I'm like 16 at the time, right? So there was this one girl that I was chilling with. We'll call her M, right? Her first name started with an M.
We'll call her. Love it.
So I'm chilling with my boy, my homie that I used to chill with in Malden all the time. Now he had a truck, a Ford Explorer, right?
Right.
So I told him, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna sleep in your truck tonight. For some reason, I thought, you know, if I'm in a truck, it has to be better. Like, I'll be good. It has to be better than being outside.
You would think, yeah.
You would think. I was fucking wrong. Anyway, we pick up this girl, M. We're all chilling, and I'm telling M, yo, you should spend the night with me tonight. You know what I mean? You should totally sleep over. She's like, yeah, all right, word, I'm with it. And this girl was kind of a slew. I'm not even gonna lie. She was a slew. She was down for the cause.
Yeah.
So end of the night, we're all drinking or whatever. Now we're down to just me, my homie who owns the truck, and this girl M in the truck, and we're parked out front of my boy's house. So it's about that time, end of the night. He's like, all right, you know, I'm about to head in, you know what I mean? Good night, whatever. And she looks at me like, you know, all right, like we're gonna go inside. I'm like, baby, we here, yo. We here. Yo, we slept in that fucking Ford Explorer. So fucking cold. I had socks and no bullshit. At one point we were having sex just to try to stay warm. It was the craziest fucking thing ever.
Love this dirtbag story.
Ever. Oh my Lord.
That's a straight scumbag story. That's the type of shit I like.
Oh my God, the shit that I put myself through just because I was making dumb decisions.
And that's what I'm trying to get out of, like, when you know, when people stop by Stuck on Stuff, like, I'm trying to get the grimy, I'm trying to get the scumbag stories from them, because like that's the shit I want to hear, and that's shit people want to hear. That's why I be asking people about their fucking shot stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see who keeps it funky, because we all know you shot. Because everybody shouted. I want to know if you're going to fucking tell me your shot story.
Yo, you were telling me someone had a crazy shot story. It was a famous person.
I fucking...
Judd Apatow.
Oh,
Judd Apatow, right?
Well, yeah, it was Judd. I sent you the end of that clip, but I was so fucked up, I forget what he said.
I forget what he said too.
But it was dope. It was
but he had a crazy. It was just funny because
like
Snuk's been on that thing where he's been asking our guests like, "Yo, tell me a short story," and I never really heard it put like that.
Right.
And then he sent me a link.
So I'm watching
Judd
Apatow stand up the other night on fucking Netflix, and he drops a ill shot story, and I can't even fucking remember it now. I just remember sending it to you, being like, "Yo, see, this is
was
like
it good?
a thing."
Do you remember if it was
mad
good?
I guarantee you go in your shit.
He's good. He's good.
Oh, like the stand up in general.
Yeah.
It was good. The description said he haven't done stand up in like 25 years or some shit.
Yeah,
obviously he's been making movies and shit.
Yeah, exactly. He called into the Maddie and Nick show not too long ago, maybe like 3-4 months ago. He was promoting something. I think it might have been that the latest movie he did, which I think is up for a couple awards. I think it's called The Big Sick or something. It was with that Hindu kid, that Hindu comedy kid.
I didn't see it, but
he like starts dating a girl, and the girl like almost dies right away, and he's like in the hospital with her family and shit, like trying to show that he cares, and it's just like all awkward and shit.
It's actually dope. Yeah, you should. If you fuck with his movies and shit, you should fuck with that.
I know, I do want to see it. I do want to see it, and I think maybe like next week. We should talk about some of the new The Big Sick. Thank you, Jules.
Yeah.
We should talk about some of the movies because Oscars are going to be coming up pretty soon.
Right.
And one thing I always do try to do is when the Oscar season starts to come, I like to try to see all the ones that are up for Best Picture.
Right, because they're
you know what I mean. They usually end up being
right.
they're usually pretty good.
You know, I like Judd Apatow's wifey, Leslie Mann. You fuck with her?
I love it. She's so funny, and
I
love
blonde bitch. I like that little bitch, and she's funny, so it adds.
And those kids are his kids.
Yeah,
are their kids from Knocked Up and This Is 40.
He talks about them and shit.
He does.
They're older and shit.
Yeah,
now, so.
yeah. He was telling us on the show when he called in about how he'll be in the car. And he'll be like trying to be funny with the daughters, and the daughters will just be like, you know,
they think he's an ill nerd because he's their dad. And shit. Yeah.
Meanwhile,
I fucks with wifey though.
Oh, I think she's funny. I think she's beautiful.
Yeah, she's dope.
And you know me personally, like, I mean, yeah, of course, looks have a lot to do with it, but I fall in love with personality. You know what I mean? Like. That's what does it over the top for me. Like, you know, usually it's like that physical attraction. No, I mean, I would have to say probably the physical attraction is like the first thing, but like what puts me over the top is the personality. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I fall in love with personalities.
Yo, if a girl is funny and
that's it. It's a wrap.
And let's not get it twisted. Funny is a male trait. Shout out Arthur Spooner for that one.
Really?
So when you find a bitch that's fucking funny or at least can like laugh and shit, yo. That's major, especially if she's hot. Super hot to find. I found one, which shout out to me for finding one. There's not a lot of those out there though. Super hot to find. Like I said, humor is a male trait.
Yeah.
But you know.
Yeah, you gotta find the girl that'll make you laugh. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Because usually it's you doing the.
So then, what about physically? What's the number one shit for you? For me, it's face. I'm a sucker for a fucking beautiful face.
Yeah, face would definitely be up there. I tend to fall in love with petite girls, I think.
All right, you told me that.
To say,
people always laugh when I say face because they're always gonna say ass first or like thighs or like obviously I'll put thighs too, but whatever.
Yeah, I think that's funny you would put thighs too.
I think that's something about a nice creamy set of thighs.
Yeah.
But, you know, whatever. But I'm just saying, for me personally, it's face. Face is numero uno.
Yeah. Face is up there. Let me ask you, though. Are you a tits or an ass guy? If you had to pick. Now, obviously, you said thighs are your number one. Well, but no. You have tits or ass. Which one are you looking at first?
In my whole life, overall, I've been ass and thighs.
I'm an ass guy. Yeah, I'm an ass guy myself.
Titties, I can, you know what I'm saying, take them or leave them. But, I don't know.
Titties, I can take them or leave them. You know what I mean?
The ass got to be there, though.
Yeah, I agree. I'm an ass man myself. You know what's a funny story, too? Kind of going back on the... when I was basically homeless, my mom, this is how crazy my fucking mom was. But it's funny because now that I look back, I'm like, oh, you know what? Actually, thankfully she was this way. But my mom was like big on that tough love shit. I mean, big like that, like tough. My mom was not gonna fucking enable me for a second, yo. Like that was it. Boom, you on your own. Figure it the fuck out. So when she had kicked me out, and like I said, it was dark. It was fucking winter, bro. Like it was cold, bro.
Trying to teach you a lesson, kid.
Yeah. And I used to live. My room was like in the basement. When we first moved to Chelsea. My room was in like the basement, and so you know how they have like those small basement windows, kind of like at the base of the house, and you could kind of like
on the bottom and shit.
Yes, those ones. So I had like one of those windows, and what I would do. every so often, if I really had no fucking place to go, I would push open that window, sneak into my fucking room at like, say, 1 in the morning or something, 2 in the morning,
Right.
set an alarm for like 6 in the morning, and I would be up and out of there before anybody even got up.
Slick shit.
This one time, I must have been, wavy or whatever the hell happened. I didn't wake up, and I would like kind of sleep underneath my fucking bed, right? And this one particular time, my boots were sticking out on the other end of the bed.
Right.
I forgot to set the alarm, whatever the fuck happened. Next thing I know, someone's like kicking my boot. I'm like, what the? I wake up, I come out, it's the cops. My mom called the cops on me. Fucking boom. See you the fuck later. And I think she had put like a I think she had put a restraining order on me at the to begin with, to get me out the house, like, to make sure. So then when she did that, now it was a violation of the restraining order.
Right.
It was fucking crazy. She ended up coming to court and being like, yo, like, we're good. I'm just trying to teach him a lesson. But like, yo, that shit was crazy.
Believe me.
But I
got them mom dudes calling.
Was your mom on that tough love shit?
Stories too. Ain't about tough love. She just called cops on me.
Yeah, but I do look back and I look at some of my friends who their mom is the complete opposite, right? And their mom, say enables them and just lets them do whatever. And I look at kind of where I'm at now and how I think, and maybe someone else, and they just don't have that drive or that or just aren't the most responsible people. And,
right. Everybody's situation completely different. Everybody's mom's different.
It's crazy, man.
I damn that shit. Now that I think about it, that was kind of fucked up, but I did. But the first time my mom's ever called cops on me,
let it go. This is a safe place.
I was in middle school. I was just thinking how fucked up it is. Like, I was in middle school. And fucking, we would sneak out. We would set a time, me and my boys and like a couple girls, to meet up or whatever. And we would set a time, like, all right, like at midnight or at 1, whatever. We dip out the windows and we go meet up at the park or meet wherever it was. And so fucking, I don't know exactly. It was so long ago, middle school. But like, I know she must have went in there, so I wasn't there. Call the pigs, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Cops, I mean. Fucking, they came, whatever happened. I don't know, whatever it was. Oh, I heard her. That's what it was. I was climbing back in, heard her calling the cops. I got back in the bed, right? Pretended I was sleeping the whole time. Dudes was looking at her like she was crazy.
Yes!
And I was pretending I was sleeping the whole time. I was listening to everything, and I loved every second of it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
She is crazy. And so,
my mom's is crazy too.
It was dope for them to like,
that's
see that.
mad funny though. Wow, the tables turned.
How the tables have turned.
The tables have turned.
How the turntables have turned.
Oh,
Shout out Michael Scott.
Michael Scott. Who's Michael Scott? Is that the Superbad kid?
Nah, kid. The Office.
Oh yeah. Fucking homeboy.
I know. I've been mentioning Michael Scott way too much lately. I've been ODing.
Steve Carell.
Yeah, Steve Carell. I OD on the fucking reruns. I still do. Like, it's so dope.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Maybe I'll give The Office a try and see.
Yo, do that. You know why? Because they're 20-minute joints.
Oh, all right.
Especially if you have Netflix.
I love it. Yeah.
So it's like
you could just bang one out
exactly,
real quick.
and then you get hooked right away, and then you're just gonna click another 20-minute.
Yeah, that's kind of what I like about Curb too. Like, it's just kind of quick,
Right.
Same kind of thing with Family Guy. Yo, your girl Mariah is Bizak.
What you mean by that?
Back. She fucked up at the New Year's Eve last year. Dick Clark.
I wouldn't call it that, but continue.
And they're having her back, yo. And so last year, New Year's Eve, she
Explain
stopped
what
singing.
You think happened for people that forget.
She stopped singing for a little bit, and she fucked up on her dance moves. But then she came out and was like, yo, my earpiece was fucked up. I couldn't hear. And it was all the...
I'm not sure why Jules is shaking his head. It was a clear earpiece malfunction.
Dick Clark's New Year's Eve, thing on TV they do every year. She went at Dick Clark's people. Dick Clark came out and was like, nah, that's all you, honey. But clearly, whatever...
Yo, fuck Dick Clark.
Yo, he had a stroke on air one time.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I played the drop on the Maddie and Nick show. He's like, and it was during the countdown. So he was like,
oh, word?
12.
Oh, shit, I don't even remember that. He ain't Jerry the King Lawler who had a fucking heart attack live on Raw one time.
Oh, yeah, he did, right?
That? Yeah, they had to like go to commercial and fucking cut him off and shit.
Yo, this is kind of getting off, but you just kind of made me go there. Yeah, that must have been so crazy when that shit happened.
Yo,
Owen Hart.
You know what's crazy is that no smartphones, right? And I've searched the fucking
can't find it, yeah.
The deepest, darkest of fucking interwebs.
You can only find like right
shit.
after.
There's one fucking picture I seen, and he's just a fucking ant, like a dot on the fucking map from somewhere mad high up. and you can't really see shit. Like I've seen it. He's him laying there, shit, and the ref like talking.
They're doing like CPR.
But it's like, yo, I don't even know how popping the flip phone fucking cameras were, if even those were.
I don't even know if they were available.
Yeah, because that was probably 97-ish, if I had to guess. I don't know.
Honestly, though, that
imagine
shit
being
happened.
there though. You're like
my
6-year-old son or some shit. Like,
and at first you don't know. You're like because
it's wrestling, so you think it's a stunt or some shit. And you're like, and then oh shit, and the show didn't even start yet. So
oh my god, imagine. I mean, obviously, but like imagine being Owen. Jesus fucking Christ! But I think that happens so quick that you don't even know. It's just like you know what I mean. But you got to figure that fall is like at least 3 seconds.
Well, I heard he
3-4 seconds
on the turnbuckle, like his head or his neck or some shit.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. Snapped his neck right away.
I remember watching that pay-per-view live as a little kid, and they fucking Vince, the show must go on.
Yeah.
Well, the shit happened right before they were gonna go live.
Yeah.
That was gonna set off the shit, I think. So fucking boom, you could just hear it in their voices, the commentators. It was like, there's been an accident, but start Vince in the back, like, yo, show must go on. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
They did the whole show with Owen fucking dying in the back or dead probably in the back.
Yeah, I think he was dead.
Super dead, yeah.
But yeah,
R.I.P. the GOAT. Owen would have been a GOAT, I believe.
You think?
Yeah,
I'm Brett.
He would have been Y2J level like GOAT. I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was so much nice on the mic, and Brett never had that.
He didn't have that.
Shout out all my wrestling dorks.
Again, bro, personality. You know what's so funny? I was just thinking about today because I've really been on my Freddy Krueger shit, and I was wondering, I'm like, what makes Freddy so much, or to me at least, so much better than a Jason or a Michael?
The clever fucking.
It's the personality.
Yeah, the personality.
It's the personality. You know what I mean? You fall in love with the personality.
And that's why Jules loves the Leprechaun so much. It's not just the Irish thing. He likes fucking. He had a nice little slick personality.
They're always after me, Lucky Charms. Yo, it's crazy how many people though start off in horror movies. Johnny Depp started.
We talked about that before, right?
Yep. And what was the one in Leprechaun? Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston's first Leprechaun Part 1.
Yo, Jules went to look that shit up so quick.
Part 1, my man.
Trying to find them friends' nipples.
So yeah, Mariah is back. Yo, what was that? I just seen Joey Badass on your screen.
Oh, you know why? Because yo, and I actually...
Who's the ill spitter?
Yeah, shout out Joey Badass, Static Selector. Yo, Stiz, I actually knew this story before it dropped, but it just got officially dropped yesterday. It's not like it's a big thing, but fucking Joey Badass basically revealed ghostwriting credit on Post Malone's Rockstar.
What?
So in turn, getting him a #1 hit, which Joey Badass never had. So his first #1 hit is Post Malone. People are like, what? Like, they don't see the connection, obviously. And I'm not going to say who told me or whatever, because I don't know if I mean,
honestly, if you had told me that right from the jump, I wouldn't think that
have
Joey and Post were kind of, clearly they have some type of friendship where they're...
I don't know how it got leaked or who leaked it, but this week, there's a version of Rockstar that leaked with fucking Joey Badass on the verses and T-Pain on the shit.
Whoa, did you hear that one?
I didn't even hear it. I just know that it leaked.
I want to hear it.
And so... how it ends up with Savage on the shit and all Post, I don't know, but I heard that Joey wrote the hook and all this shit, and I didn't even believe it when I heard it, and then I got it from a super reliable source from the inside, and I was like, all right. It was after I destroyed the Rockstar remix, which is out now for free download. Superstar Snuk SoundCloud, yeah.
Damn, you know what? I kind of would have been curious to hear what the Post Malone Joey Rockstar thing would have been. You know, maybe if Post did the hook and Joey did verses
on
that
maybe
record? Yeah, and then maybe Post.
I don't think it would have worked,
bridge.
but I don't know. I guess I would have to hear it. I can't just say that, but
I don't think I've heard the original yet. I've only heard yours.
What are you talking about?
I haven't heard like the.
I refuse to believe that.
No, I'm telling you, man.
This is like the Rihanna situation when Marcella Cruz was here. I refuse to believe that you never heard the one song that gets played 30,000 times a day.
Yeah, but I don't see. That's the thing, though. I don't listen to.
You don't have to be
radio.
in the car listening to Top 40 to hear this record. It's one of those records.
Yeah, I honestly don't. I don't think I did, bro.
So the familiarity when you heard my remix, did you know the record?
No. I just was like, yo, this beat's dope.
You can't.
And
avoid
I think you
that
played
record.
me the hook. I think you played me the hook when you were talking about, yo, I'm about to do this.
I don't even know if we did this last week on the year wrap up shit, but I think that might have been the fucking biggest record I thought of last year. One, if not, it's top 2, like for that genre, top 2 or 3. That record was so fucking.
Did we say what we thought
and
was
it's one
the
that
biggest
actually
record?
like
mainstream.
I don't think we did.
I know we said Millie's was Lessons.
Well, we did local
here.
shit, and we did album, we did all that shit. I don't know if we said what was the joint of the year. A lot of people would say it's not good enough for me. The fucking Sway Lee on the hook with French Montana. A lot of people would say that shit. It's probably the biggest shit of the year.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Well, if I'm making this commitment to listen to everything that drops, then you got to kind of.
Did you do anything?
Not this. It's today's the first fucking day of the year. Let's wait till that.
Yeah.
So you got to be somewhat on the same wave as me. You don't got to listen to every single thing, but you got to be up on stuff a little. So what I'll do is I'll send you shit.
Oh yeah, too. If you send it to me, I'm gonna check it out. Yeah. So, but
I got to get you on Tidal. Or
there had
Apple
to have been something that dropped, between last episode to this.
Oh yeah. Fucking a bunch of shit dropped. Fuck, I hate when you do that to me on the spot. But all I know is ST the Squad new video, gun clap.
Oh yeah,
just
salute.
dropped.
Yeah, salute. Y'all put that out. I watched that shit. That shit is fire.
Easy Money, Terminology, and Superstar Snuk video out now. Best song in the world.
And that's off the album, right?
That's off of self-titled, available everywhere.
Yeah. Yo, you know what? The other thing I did, so this week I've been on vacation and I've been watching a couple movies. I watched that Will Smith Bright movie that I seen everybody
I kept seeing a lot of bad shit about that.
I didn't really fuck with it. Nah. So the premise is Will Smith is a cop and his partner is an orc. That's like a
so I seen the still picture on Netflix. Yeah, they try to get you to watch it. It's right on the homepage. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is standing next to Will Smith?
That's what I was thinking at first too.
What is an orc? What the fuck is that?
So apparently, it's in a world where in the future we find out there's a such thing as magic and elves and orcs. Orcs are like monsters. Yeah, I know.
I don't do that weird shit.
So I had no idea what this movie was about. All I knew was that I kept seeing Will Smith, Netflix original movie. I've been off this week. I was like, I'm going to peep it. I didn't shut it off. I will say that. Right. I watched it all the way through, but wasn't really my cup of tea.
I heard that shit was super whack.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yo, Jules, does that say Tank said? Tank was there too? This Post Malone in another studio room close by. So it says, what was that saying?
The beat, he was in the studio and the producer was playing beats in the other room.
Okay. So Post Malone's in the other room. Producers playing beats for who? For Tank? I can't. Yo, this story gets crazier and crazier. That Tank is there. Like I'm a big Tank fan.
I think when you're on that level, and it's not like a huge level.
When you're using those major studios, there's
there's
people around.
Exactly, there is constantly people around.
The Studio A, Studio B, Studio C. People is always in them.
Exactly.
That's how a lot of features.
Even the bridge got the Studio A.
Shout out Archetype at the bridge.
We're definitely gonna get Arc. I spoke to him already. We're definitely gonna get him on.
I call him Type.
Type,
because everybody calls him Arc, and I say Arc, and Arc. People always give me shit for the way I talk. So
shout out Arc, man. That was like one of the first dude, or the second dude that I started recording with ever. And that was years ago, man. He was living on Newberry Street, and he would set up the fucking apartment. He would set up the booth like in a hallway and just put moving blankets.
Yeah,
and we would get funky over there, man. Yeah, shout out my man Vice Versa. That was like his first artist.
Yo, transition into this shit because you brought up the fucking Owen Hot shit, and that, and I was bringing up Vince. Fucking did you hear that? Like Vince might be bringing back the XFL. Do you remember what XFL is?
I did hear I heard that. I seen that headline somewhere. Yeah, the XFL was the football.
Did you see the ESPN thing they did on the XFL?
There's a 30 for 30 on it.
30 for 30 was really dope.
I heard it was really good.
Super dope.
Why was it super dope though?
Well, because you learned mad shit that you had no idea about, like
about the XFL.
Yeah, just in how it came,
or about Vince McMahon.
Well, just the whole putting together of it. Like there's so much behind it I didn't know about, and just 30 for 30, they do such a dope job. It could be about something I'm not even interested in, like baseball, and I watch it
30 for 30.
It's so dope.
It is.
But yeah, so I don't know the specifics, but I know it's real because it's made like real news headlines, and they're talking about bringing XFL back. I don't know if it's a good look or not. I know, I don't know. There's been some players that are interested. I know Greg Hardy said he was interested.
Who's Greg Hardy?
He was a receiver.
No way, guy. Yeah. Listen, you tried once, it failed. It's not happening. Give up the XFL shit, man. And his wife is in Trump's administration.
Shit with Greg Hardy, though, he's the type that he had like issues and shit in the NFL. Like I forget what his issues were, if they were domestic or whatever the fuck they were. I think they were. I think he was one of them domestic ones. But whatever. So
you're gonna go get your money. You're gonna go get
that's
that
what
bag
he
and another.
I don't know. Well, if that's real, I'll find out the specifics. But if XFL comes back, I don't know if I don't know, because there's a lot of shit going on with NFL right now. Like, do we actually would it actually be able to rival them?
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely
Well, that was the goal the first time around, and the shit
miserably,
failed miserably,
bro. Didn't Trump? I think Trump tried to start a football league too.
This is a different era. Yeah, I heard about that.
It might have even been. He might have been partnering with Vince.
I can't remember if that was the same shit or not.
Shit.
But yo, you got to think. This is 15 years later. This is social media. This is like
climate.
You might be able to get something popping that you couldn't 15 years.
Maybe
ago.
They get Kaepernick over there. Well, they sign Kaepernick. That could be like a big
and
thing.
Maybe you don't set off your first fucking football game by having the character, The Rock, come out and fucking make it about wrestling and shit. If they kept it funky and it was
and that's what they did with the original XFL. I remember they tried to do the lingerie, the girls in lingerie playing football.
I'm with that, but you ain't gonna get
what
families
that was called.
Way.
Yeah, no. What was I gonna say? Yo, I read this thing about Conor McGregor, and I guess he did an article. Damn, I'm trying to think of the name because they were floating some name that he might box. Not even a UFC fight. He might come back and box some dude.
I keep hearing that. And
I don't know if it was Oscar No, it couldn't have been Oscar, right? Oscar
De La Hoya. So why is he doing that? And Mayweather keeps being rumored to do UFC.
Really?
Dana White.
I will dead that there is no way
I don't know. Dana White literally said it this week.
Are you serious?
Well, he said he's meeting with Mayweather's camp to possibly set up a UFC fight.
I say no fucking way is Mayweather getting in an octagon where there are no rules. No fucking way. I mean, hey, listen, you guys comment and be the first one to say, I fucking told you so if you want to comment and say that you can see that happening, but I just do not see him getting
I got something from TMZ, so it's official. It says, they asked him about getting him in the octagon, and he basically Dana White said, don't count quote, don't count anything out on Floyd Mayweather coming over to UFC. I have a meeting with those guys today.
Yeah, I mean, don't count on aliens not showing up tomorrow. Anything's possible, but I would just put my money on no.
I would say no, too.
And UFC is coming to Boston, and I'm pretty sure we're going to have Dana in the studio for the radio show next week.
That'd be major, yeah.
So that will be a question that I ask. I will say, hey, listen, the Stuck on Stuff audience, we are large, we are many, and they want to know, is Floyd going to go in the octagon?
And he'll be like, yo, you know what? That's a super original question. I've never heard that shit before in my life. Yo, shout out to Stiz
Shout out, and Stuck on Stuff.
Stuck on Stuff
and the
for
fans,
asking.
man. It's the fans. We do it for the fans. But the Conor McGregor interview I seen, he said they asked him about CTE, and he said, listen, before my brain even starts to fucking get some shit, I'm out. He said he will stop fighting as soon as he starts to feel, as soon as his body starts. But I mean, I don't know. Does your body really tell you that? You could be feeling fine, and then you go into this fight and get and take a nice fucking shot, and now that's it. Now you got brain damage. You know
I just don't know.
When you were feeling great.
What's more entertaining, you think? Conor going to the boxing world or Floyd going to the UFC shit?
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Entertaining-wise, it would be way more funny to me.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To see fucking Floyd go in there and try to punch his way, defensively punch his way out of
and who knows?
Dog,
maybe
10 seconds, he's tapped out.
Exactly, because they're going to yoke him up. They're going to go right for the yoke him up.
And I wouldn't even want to see it unless it was against Conor.
Man, if Floyd catches you with one of those, I mean, man, I've just seen some of those videos where that motherfucker was hitting the bag, and I was like, yo, holy shit, bro.
Nah, don't sleep on money.
That dude can punch, yo.
But in the octagon, and if it should be a rematch. See, the rematch of them two should be in the octagon. Boom.
Yeah.
So then you got 1-1. I won my shit. You won your shit.
But Conor
now, what are we gonna do for the third shit? It's got to be something that neither of them do.
Bare knuckle
fucking
brawl.
Triathlon or some shit.
But yeah. Who knows? Maybe they'll do the part 2 of that. I could totally see that work, and I think it would still be boxing again, though. And also, I just wanted to say it was crazy when I met Mayweather and McGregor how fucking small they were. Like, you're taller than Mayweather, straight up.
Because I think he might have been like weight class. What was their weight class at the time? 150, 140 something?
I think what was it? Light heavyweight maybe?
It's little. But I mean, it's all muscle. Don't get it twisted. These dudes will fuck you up.
It was just crazy because I've never seen a boxing match. I had never seen UFC, so I had never seen any fighters in person. And when I was like, God, that's Floyd, really?
Yeah.
Like, he's that small? Holy shit.
That's how it is. I told you before. That's how it is when I meet rappers.
Yeah.
Like, famous ones, because the TV definitely adds.
Yeah, it
What
does.
do they say? TV adds 10 pounds? Is that a thing? TV apparently adds like a foot and a half as well.
Yeah, at least 6 inches.
Yo, Jules knows. He sees mad fucking people.
5'8". See? Floyd's 5'8", 150. I think I'm 5'9", and definitely I'm like 160, maybe, I don't know, 155, 160 maybe.
150, that was the weight cut? Yeah.
Yo, one thing I did want to talk to you about, we got some fan love.
Oh,
so shout out to people.
Fans.
Yep, shout out to people that have been listening and actually did hit us up with some questions. You can send us your questions through Twitter, Instagram, at StuckOnStuff on Twitter, at StuckOnStuffPodcast on Instagram, or at StuckOnStuffPodcast at gmail.com. Our homie Frank hit us up last week, commented on the end of the year in
Shout
review
out to Frank.
episode.
I always see him commenting.
Yep, and he wanted to know older, like slept on shit. So like either a slept on album, a slept on producer, or just like a classic that will like stand the test of time, but that you think was a little slept on.
Who you got for artist or album?
For album, slept on album. Maybe, I mean, see, I don't know.
Because this ain't from this year. He's talking about like from the past.
Just in general. I think that I wish, and I think a lot of us underground people, you know, we're in kind of the hip hop community, so a lot of our people know it. But as far as mainstream, like Freddie Gibbs, you know, I don't think as many people as I would like to have heard the Pinata album with Freddie Gibbs and Madlibs. You know, so to us, he's not slept on.
I got one coming up.
Slept on in general.
It's an artist and album. They're both the same. Shaheem has always been one of my favorites.
Really?
When I was a kid. And still to this day, the album Lost Generation is in my top 5. And some of it is nostalgia because it brings me to a place when I was a kid and I bang this shit every day. But the Shaheem Lost Generation album, if you don't know that, bang that shit. And then he came, Manchild was the next album. That was dope too. Just Shaheem in general was fucking dope.
No, so there you go, Frank. Thank you. And then also Lisa hit us up on the Instagram and said, will Stuck on Stuff ever do a live podcast, or will Stiz and Snuk ever perform together or make some music together?
Oh, for sure.
Live podcast, I think that would be super
We've talked
dope.
about it because now that we're on the move and we can go places and do shit live. Yeah, that's going to happen in the future. We're going to pop up at some shit.
Yeah, that would definitely be dope. And then as far as live shows, we've done it before.
We just rocked
Hemfest, I think was the last
Freedom
thing we
Rally.
did together. Yeah, Freedom
that was
Rally.
the last shit.
But yo, I would definitely love to do like a co-headlining tour where one night you take the last slot, then the next night I do. I think that shit would be super fucking crazy. We had some dope openers for that.
Just in general, if you want Stuck on Stuff, come kick it at your show. It's StuckOnStuffPodcast at Gmail. Holla at us.
I will literally come to your bar mitzvah. And
he's not lying.
I will definitely, especially.
Yo, we rocked the fuck. No, what was that? Bar mitzvah? Nah, not a bar mitzvah. We rocked term way back in the day. We rocked a fucking it was a Sweet 16.
That's awesome.
In Lawrence. It was a Sweet 16 or something. It was for kids. I remember they were like, yo, we just walked in. It was like, you know, like a hall that you rent, a fucking VFW, something like that. And we fucking rocked, and we just mad little kids. So we was trying to bleep out the swears.
To that Sweet 16 who was like, yo, I want ST to come perform.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I got asked to do a wedding not too long ago. I think that invitation still might be open. But yo, fuck, I mean,
not
shit.
weird. I mean, if people want you to, I'm saying weird, like from me. I'm thinking as the artist, like shit,
I know,
weird.
right? But yo, like shit. If you could get yourself like to a popping place where like you could MC events, you know what I mean? Like come host so and so. It's kind of like doing a walkthrough at a club. You know what I mean?
Right.
Come host so and so. I'd be all about that shit.
Just book Stuck on Stuff to come kick it.
Yes,
put us in VIP. We'll kick it and we'll talk about your show on the show.
Yep.
And tell you how whack or good it was.
Yeah. And we do have music together. Watch Me Stunt. The video is on YouTube now. Produced by Latrell James. And I'm sure we will end up making. We got to get like an intro or something like.
No, I'm on it.
You on it?
I'm on it.
All right. Yeah. We need to get something going for that.
Yo, your boy Trump's tweet yesterday about the climate.
Oh, is
he the dumbest person in the world?
Bro. I'm like, yo, it's funny because I quoted the tweet and I was like, it's from some movie. I can't think of what it is, and I was like, but that's not how any of this works.
Right.
That's not how it works, yo.
That's not how any of this works. Man,
he's like, yo, it's mad cold right now, so clearly you global warming fuckers are completely wrong.
Straight retard.
Yeah, that's not how this works.
Not at all.
It's not just warm.
Yo, have you heard of Young Nudie? Young Nutty? I don't even know how to explain this dude. Young Nudie disses Gucci Mane on IG. You want to know what the diss was?
The diss was
he
let's
don't.
see,
All right, go guess.
He's not a good lyricist.
No, that's too easy. He goes, "He don't be in the hood," is the quote.
Oh my Lord.
Newsflash, retards. When you get bread, you're not supposed to be in the hood.
But you know that mentality. I mean, shit. You know, Jada. Remember when Jada demolished 50? He said, what did he say? He's like,
it's a young man's way of thinking.
You don't be in the hood, you be in the woods, fucking with me is where you really gonna be for good.
Right.
So, and then that's like, oh, you ain't in the hood. Like,
but you're supposed to get rich.
But yeah, of course,
you're supposed to get rich and buy a crib in the fucking woods. That's what the fuck you're supposed to do.
The New York rappers go to Jersey.
It's not cool to be poor and cool to be in the hood. Always.
It's not. And I think I think you could make the argument that it got some rappers caught up. I would put Big L maybe in that category. Yep. I would put Stack Bundles.
Now,
I would put Chinks.
And at the time, Big L probably wasn't getting Gucci Mane bread.
No, he wasn't getting crazy bread, but I'm sure. But like,
I know what you're saying.
Every interview I seen where they were telling Big L like, "Yo, bro, like, yo, you don't need to be in the hood like this."
Right.
And that's Big L just wanted to be a man of the people, and that's where he felt comfortable. You know what I mean? And you know, it might have cost him his life in the end.
Speaking of bread, this might make you furious. The world's wealthiest people became $1 trillion richer in 2017.
Well, I mean, shit. Gives us. And
there's this graph where it's like, and this is like we're talking about like the top 1% of the 1%, and this is the fucking graph just goes like this. They made $1 trillion.
That's crazy, bro. You know what they say, bro? Money goes to money, shit goes to crows.
For real.
You know. Which is unfortunate, you know, but you know, there are so many stories. We see them literally. We see people that, you know, come from nothing,
right,
and completely turn it around on its ass.
Yeah.
You know, so it is possible. Keep working hard, keep your head up, and go get that shit, you know. But yeah, certainly, you know, and there's even like you can be rich, like, you know, Eminem is rich, like, you know, Jay-Z is, you know, he's more rich than Eminem and he's rich. But dude, that 1% of the 1%, like that's a level they're not even in.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's
We're
a level that's
wealthy, not
very
even rich.
Guarded by, you know, old money politics, and it's a very exclusive club.
I seen the documentary is so crazy with like the top rich families like from every country, like they're all involved and they're all in this group, and
I believe it.
And it keeps them all rich, and it keeps them, you know what I'm saying, keeps everyone else down, and them.
It was. I wonder if it was this movie Zeitgeist, which is it's a documentary that touches on everything, like how religion is fake.
I would remember that weird ass name.
But yeah, definitely like the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers.
Yeah, they touch on that.
Yeah, man, those motherfuckers run the world. And something like the Federal Reserve, which is the you know, it's like the government banking system. That's not owned by the government. That's privately owned, and those people kind of create the value of money, whether they make it, you know, inflate or deflate. You know, they can do anything and cause the money to go up or cause it to go down. Whether, and you know, if they need it to go up, they'll make it go up. If they need it to go down, they'll make it go down, and they get, you know,
that shit is
they
real
make
too,
money upon money, and we get fucked. Yep. I mean, that's like, you know, in the Great Depression, so many people lost out, and motherfuckers like that got rich.
Right.
Rich.
And that shit forever now.
Yep. So, wrapping up, happy fucking New Year.
I'm starting to catch a buzz, Stiz. I got a party to hit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I hope all of you made it home fucking this morning.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
I hope y'all getting up. Checking out Stuck on Stuff.
Hit that share, hit that like on the Facebook page.
And yo, it is super dope if you got the Xfinity remote, just literally saying to your fucking remote, watch Stuck on Stuff on YouTube. Oh, no. Watch Stuck on Stuff podcast on YouTube. And that shit pops right up, and you could just watch that shit on your TV. That shit is super
way
cool.
better to look at me on a nice 60-inch.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Sure. It adds, it's
Ladies.
10 pounds, though. It adds 10 pounds.
Right, that's true. I could use that. So, you know what I'm saying? That works in my favor as well.
But yeah, man. Happy New Year to everyone, man. It's a fresh year, 2018. Let's fucking get it. Let's all get
Stuck on Stuff. We back next week.
Do you have a quick resolution before we jump out of here? That, you know, just for the year, for yourself?
My resolution really is the music thing I was talking about last week. Right? I really want to get back on my shit.
Put it out. Yeah, I'm kind of with that too. I want to put out let's see. For this year, I want to have one. I'm gonna go easy on myself. I don't want to give myself like crazy shit, but I want to have at least one poppin' single, like a nice poppin' single with a nice video.
We could do that.
You know, similar to like Thorazine, maybe a little bigger, some shit like that. And
Thorazine Shuffle was dope.
Yes, thank you. Go check that out. That's on YouTube. And
I was talking about me checking other people's shit that drop every week. Now, me personally, I got 2 definite things that are dropping in 2018. So.
Oh, yeah. Just checking checking other people's shit, like you said. Damn, there was one thing I just said. Oh, and Stuck on Stuff, man. I think we should try to do a live event. But I think that's a super fucking plausible.
Yeah, we're gonna do shit in 2018 that we just either weren't able to do in 2017 or just haven't got to yet. 2018 is gonna be.
We could even do like a Facebook Live, kind of like, you know, it's live, but it's not technically live. You know what I mean? Like we could do something like that.
We could fuck around.
Hit us up, yo! Happy New Year! At Stuck on Stuff on everything. At Stuck on Stuff on Twitter. At Stuck on Stuff Podcast on Instagram. At StuckOnStuffPodcast at gmail.com. I'm Stiz Grimy on everything.
Superstar Snuk on everything.
And we out. Peace.